Morgan, I have a question for you. The last video, well, 2 videos ago, we were working on your leg.
Yes.
And I haven't seen an update on how your leg is coming. So tell me, like, last time it was, how it's coming, what it looks like, and all that stuff.
Well, the last time we left off with the cactus, we were concentrating a lot on blending the yellows and oranges underneath the skin in order to produce what I'd like to call a smoky and even sunset tone that doesn't have a whole lot of highlights. Now, right now, I just washed it off and I left it ungelled because we thought Holly might work on it. So it is a little dry right now, but hopefully we can start seeing some of that effect coming out. I'm going to just wet it down with spit. But does everybody see now how we have this nice mellow orange where it was darker before until we sunk the yellow down deep? And by letting it mix underneath the skin, it's silky smooth. If someone tries to shade that, you'll inevitably get real distinct highlights. By going deep, Holly's method here, and mixing the ink underneath, it comes up beautifully smooth across the whole area. Thank you. Yes, I did need that, hon. She heard me thinking about it. All right.
What is that you're putting on?
This is Vaseline. As I said, it's an A&D. As I said, normally we keep them covered at this point, but because I knew Holly would be working on it.
Why is it all red?
That's just angry lines because we were working deep and stuff. It's just a natural skin reaction sometime for the redness. The important part, and let's see if we can get some
Does
brighter.
it hurt?
No.
Does any of it hurt right now?
I tell people that at this point, this is just like it looks. It's almost like a sunburn, so it can be tender. Let's try and get a little light on that just so we can show how even the orange is.
Well, I have good light, yeah, and I can't focus in that much because it comes out of focus and then it's not good.
Right. And Joe, I think the best pictures I saw during the interviews were taken from about 2 feet away. So let's on the cactus, and it really shows the cactus. So let's back up until the cactus is relatively small, or keep backing back. Okay.
What would help is if you put your finger on it. It needs something to focus on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's the problem. It's autofocus.
Okay, but I want
focus on you.
I want your depth of field set like you're 25 inches back. There we go. Thank you.
I'm in focus.
All right. Right there, I think, was the best way to photograph that I saw was about there. And like I said, right now we're concentrating on 2 things. The evenness of this sunset with no shading highlights. And also remember, we talked a lot about covering the boo-boo here and drawing away with a couple of lines on the cactus. If you notice now, you're not drawn to that. And the lines that Holly put in, just 5 little lines we decided, have really given a whole new organic feel to this that starts making it much more realistic and much more like an embroidered patch. So we're seeing all the stuff that we talked about last week, actually now that the healing process is in. I had a lot of trouble last week with this when we had to stop because I must have had a vitamin deficiency or iron deficiency because I was bleeding much more than normal. So we called a halt on it there. That might also be some of the redness because that's what we were working. But as people, it's the good thing about people seeing the videos from the start is we started with that rough, cartoony, kid-style drawing. And I told people, I said, I can see right now we're going to be coming up stage after stage, and it just keeps getting better. When Holly gets to do the tight embroidery line here, we might be done with the rest of this, except Holly's experimenting with this white down here. We just kind of threw that in instead of putting in blue, because she's thinking of maybe something down at the bottom that you'd normally see growing a cactus, maybe a little tiny cactus flower, or a suggestion of one, not a cactus flower. But we're getting 90% complete on what you're going to see by the end, but we're going to have a tight border. We're going to do something with that, and I think that that's going to be it, the tight border and play with the white. And then this one will be done.